لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
And you look at our state, we want the dunya to convert, but look at ourselves, look at our state. We are regarded by the rest of humanity as the most self-righteous, self-conceited, whinging group of people on the face of this earth. Because we are only blaming other people for our decadence that we find ourselves in. And the reality is that we need to have a proactive approach. We need to put our energies back into society. We need to change ourselves. Because if we can't change ourselves, there's no way that we're going to revolutionize the dunya. You know, if you can't wake up for the Fajr namaz, then don't speak about revolutionizing the world, really. Because how is the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going to descend upon a group of people? Look at our society. Wallahi, look at our society. That 90%, 80 or even 70, even 50% of our women don't even know the farz of ghusl. You expect the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to descend? We have sisters, we have cousins who don't even know the farz of Allah, of ghusl. They are mothers, they are wives. The whole life they go through it in a napak state. How do you expect the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to descend? The entire life they go through their life, and the only time they become pak is the day they die and they are given ghusl. And then you expect the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to descend? See, the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you must do as much as you can, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help descends. And you look in the life of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will see this again and again and again, that he did as much as he could. And then the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descended. And understand that to call people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a difficult duty, and you will find obstacles. But if you remain steadfast, if you stand for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then your ajr is by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you will find obstacles. So this is the approach that the Muslims should have, that you have a proactive and you do sabr upon the calamities, because our dar, our abode is the hereafter. This is what the Muslims aspire for. So the Prophet ﷺ said a time of fitna will come. So in this time of fitna, hold on to the book of Allah. فِيهِ نَبَأُ مَنْ كَانَ قَبْلَكُمْ. In it is the narratives of those who came before you. وَخَبْرُهُمَا بَعْدَكُمْ. And the stories of those who will come after you. The news of those who will come after you. Why does Allah mention the news of those who will come after you? See, the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a book which is a source of guidance until the final day. Shaytaan promised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 4 things. He said, وَلَأُضِلَّنَّهُمْ. He said, I will lead them astray. And you look at majority of humanity today, instead of becoming the servants of Rahman, they are the servants of Shaytaan. Then he said, وَلَأُمَنِّيَنَّهُمْ. And he said, I will give them unto their false passions and their desires. And subhanAllah, you can broadly define false passions and desires into 2. One are your carnal desires, your desire for the flesh. And you look at our society, how it has succumbed to the wish of Shaytaan. Really, you look into our society today, that it is a sex-driven society, it is a sex-mad society. And you look at our society today, that if by the age of 16 you haven't broken your virginity, there's something wrong with you. This is what society promotes. Although a real man is not him who goes with the flow, a real man who can stand up for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who can stem the tide of society, because he believes that he's going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is why out of the 7 people who will be under the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, will be that young man, nasha'a fi ibadatillah, who grew up in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will be under the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the first form is your carnal desire. وَلَنِّيَنَّهُمْ, I will give them unto the carnal desires. The second, that Shaytaan will delude you in believing into false aspirations of this dunya. He will make you believe in false aspirations of this dunya. And he will make this dunya the purpose of your life. Not only will he make this dunya the purpose of your life, he will not give you time to even think about the purpose of your life. And subhanAllah, how you see how the promise of Shaytaan is coming to pass. You know, they give you your TV sets, and then they give you your videos, and then they give you your DVDs, and then they give you your satellite channels, so you have more channels than you can even count. and then they give you your mobile phones, and then they give you voice activated mobile phones, and then they give you your camera phones, and then they give you your video phone, and then they give you the internet, and then they give the internet on your mobile phone, like so that the posters say you can shop until you drop dead. And when you drop dead, the same Shaytaan will say, La talumuni lumu anfusakum. Don't blame me, blame yourself. I called you and you obliged, and you will be suckered like the billions who were suckered before you.